I really didn't think that Reb had Alzheimer's. I thought Reb was having memory issues like lots of older people have memory issues, and Reb was much more concerned about it than I was. It wasn't until the actual diagnosis that I realized that Reb had Alzheimer's.
Initially, I took the really simple test and I passed that with flying colors, but I felt like I was getting worse. And so then I went back and had more specialized testing. It was sad, but it was also a bit of a relief because I knew something was wrong, and to know that I wasn't just imagining it. And then even though there's no cure, it kind of altered the way I looked at what comes next, the way that John and I looked at what comes next, and made us very determined to make the most of the years that we have.
When I first heard about Mom's diagnosis, I was of course scared and upset, but I was also confident seeing her deal with other trying times in the past. She'd approach it with strength, humor through her writing. So optimistic, but there's an element to sadness.
I've seen her handle a lot of tough things, and I feel like she has approached this in some ways the same and in others differently. She always writes. She always talks to friends. She's modeled for me and my brothers how to have a big supportive network of friends, and she has many people that she is a great listener for that she can now talk to. But I think she is learning through this to be easier on herself. I see her giving herself some grace, focusing on the things that are important in the day-to-day, and that's really nice to see.
After being diagnosed, I still find enjoyment in my life. I spend a lot of time cuddling with my dog and taking walks and reading. And I've lived in a lot of different places and traveled a lot. So I have many steadfast friends all over the world who call and check on me regularly, and people that visit regularly. That's really a big help.
Reb's, she's still the amazing woman that I married. She's a fighter. I didn't think you could fight Alzheimer's. I thought Alzheimer's was a diagnosis that it was going to happen, and yet Reb has fought it. And everything that Alzheimer's will allow her to do, she does. It's deepened our relationship, and I'm just even more impressed with her as a person now.
I think it's important for people to see that you're not alone when you have Alzheimer's and that it isn't the end of the world. I think it's important to support the Alzheimer's Association because they do so many good things for people with Alzheimer's. They raise awareness. They make it not a sad, taboo subject. There's great programming, fundraising, and understanding. They really made Alzheimer's not something you can't talk about or be frank about. My hope for others with Alzheimer's is that they will not think of it as sort of a death sentence for their soul or personality, but instead will learn to live with the challenges and discover some good things that come out of it. And also that they have the love and steadfast support of their family and their friends.